השאירו שביל, השאירו עץ, השאירו אבן לרגלי, ומה אני אשאיר אחריי, האם אשאיר איזה דבר?
Global Day of Learning, November 7th, here we are.
אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו לעשות דברי תורה. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, King of the universe, instilling in us the holiness of mitzvot by commanding us to study the words.
To be able to say, I am totally about your needs, I'm totally aware of your needs, I'm totally about cleaving with you and making both of us whole by being together. Very, very easy to say, very hard to do in our busy, busy world when we're constantly out here and doing everything else. What's the answer? Traditionally and in truth, Shabbat. Exactly right. Right? Shabbat, where you put aside the world, everything except the other person. And then you cleave and you become one flesh. Traditionally, sexually, right? But that is the means of creating that unity. It's that means of cleaving and making a wholeness between yourself. That's what this is ultimately all about. That's what the love really is. So can we feel the love tonight? Yes.
היה לי חבר, היה לי אח, הושט לי יד כשקרם. היה לי חבר, היה לי אח, הושט לי יד בעת צרה. אני אחיך, אל תשכח. היה לי חבר, היה לי
But it's truly a pleasure to have everyone here with us today. This is a
wonderful to have a global day where all of PDX is here, regardless of your affiliation, regardless of, if you have studied Talmud before or didn't, you're here. And I really, from the bottom of my heart, want to say
Is that unreasonable? How is he supposed to give him something if he doesn't unload it? Yeah. Well, I guess there are ways of saying it and ways of saying it. Maybe he said, wait, I got to get everything off the donkey onto the loading dock here, so sit down for half an hour and have a cigarette. Or maybe, maybe he started getting off his donkey and going to the other donkey and say, wait, I'll just get something, and the guy dropped dead. In which case, seems to me it really wasn't his fault. But whichever the case is, he apparently thought that he had done a terrible thing. He empathized so much with this poor man that he decided that he would totally cripple and incapacitate himself as a result of what he perceived as his callousness. Was he callous or was he not callous? How many think that he was acting in a callous nature? How many think he was not acting in a callous nature? The Global Day of Jewish Learning is extremely important. When we see that Jews around the world are learning the exact same texts in the same language from the same source, it's tremendously empowering. It means that we are members of this unbelievable group that girdles the globe and spans the centuries, and how wonderful it is to be a part of that group.
Yeah, it's beautiful to see so many people in the community come together to learn. Learning, as so many have expressed, is really what binds us and brings us together. And to have so many people come and celebrate the opportunity for Torah learning, the commentary on Talmud, the ability for us to have access to Torah, and for us to come together to learn and study and discuss is so important to our community, to the global Jewish community. And this day, may it continue to be a yearly event where we can come together as a nation to study.
There's a lot of boats, right? We got boats. What else do we have? Just what are sorry? Joy, romance, relationship, sharing, choice, commitment. Finally got the commitment. Acceptance. Right? Now it's really that very, very broad range. Now the interesting thing is when we talk, someone said romance, and actually romantic love is a relatively new idea, supposedly. Although if we have the opportunity, I'll give you a little.
I think today was an unbelievable success. It was such an incredible opportunity for people to be able to learn. I met some really wonderful people and we just talked, and I think it was incredible.
Right? But how can, you know, who are you to think that you're so small? Right? God's ready to forgive them for being perhaps a little bit afraid for seeing so many big people, but
just pray for your own needs. You're able to pray for the other person's need. You're able to put yourself in that person's place. And you're opposite. Usually when we say we're opposite someone, what do we mean? It's like, you know, you do your thing, I'll do my thing, you know, we'll see you tonight. Here it's really, we're in this together.
And in Hebrew, that's the word for wife.
Global Day of Jewish Learning has been really a remarkable experience. We saw that we were able to join here in Portland, Oregon with Jews around the world to be able to celebrate what it means to study, to be deeply connected into our text and to have it unify us throughout time and throughout space. It is really a glory to be able to have these words of Torah lift us, connect us, bring us meaning.
ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועלמא דיברה קירותי, ועמליך מלכותי, בחי אכון וביום אכון ובחיי דפו בית ישראל, בגלה בזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם אמן אמן. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומן ויתנשא. ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי קדושה בריחו. לילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דברירן בעלמא ויאמרו אמן. על ישראל ועל רבנן, ועל תלמידיהם, ועל כל תלמידיהם, ועל כל המתעסקים בארייתא, די ואתרא, הדין ודי בכל אתר ואתר. יחל בכל מקום שלום רבה, הנה ונזכר ברחמים בחיים אלוהים, זונה ונקרא, מן קדם אברהם דשמיא, אמן. יהי שמע רבה משמיא, חיים טובים עלינו ישראל, אמן. הוא יעשה שלום נפשו כל ישראל.
במקום שאליו אני הולך, היו רבים כבר לפניי, השאירו שביל, השאירו עץ, השאירו